So it's a 2x opener in the hijack. Linus defends the big blind. Queen 10 offsuits, spade hearts. Queen jack deuce, monotone. He checks, and we see a small bet. And Linus calls. Up until now...
Linus has queen 10, right?
Yeah, queen 10 off, with no diamonds.
And does he have a diamond? No diamond, okay.
Spade heart. Jack on the turn. Do you ever check raise the... Like, how do you pick which top pairs you're going to check raise here on this type of... Like on queen high boards in general, but in particular on monotone?
Sorry, could you repeat the question?
How do you decide what hands you're going to check raise if you hold a queen and then on the queen high boards? Like how do you pick what do you check raise, and then how does it change when it's monotone versus not?
Well, monotone, the check raise frequency is meant to be very low, as far as I'm aware, so it's like you get to be pretty selective, I would imagine. If it's like queen jack deuce rainbow, let's say, then you can raise like you can raise medium kicker queen X, especially with a backdoor flush draw at some frequency.
Yeah.
Whereas here, like, you can't have that backdoor equity, right? Unless you specifically have like queen jack. It's not even queen jack here, like queen 10 off, king queen off. But even if you have king queen off with king of diamonds, it's like you don't really want to push them off with weaker draws, so check call seems reasonable.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't get like too nuanced about it. It's mostly, I feel like almost all queen X is okay to check raise at like a very low frequency. Probably like something like king queen will check raise a little bit less because like with an overcard you need less protection. And it's not like queen 8, for example, is not worth like a raise. Because like at least I would play like a very small check raise size here, like R28. So yeah, like for me, like any queen can make it in there.
Yeah. So we do get a call. Turn brings another jack, pairing the boards. Linus checks, and Matt Marinelli bets big this time. So what is he doing this with? And if you're holding queen 10 here, then how are you thinking about the spot?
You want to give your 4 second?
Yeah, I was just thinking if you want to go, you can go first.
Nah, bro, not gonna lie, I'm zoning out for some reason. Didn't even hit the question.
Yeah, no, just what if you're holding the queen 10 here and you face this bet sizing on a jack turn, then how are you feeling about the spot?
Oh yeah, not great. Like the hand is already close to indifferent, I'd imagine. Might even be indifferent.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like this is the reason why I keep saying like 6-max sucks as a format. Like you have there and you have to like mold your top pair to like a min bet into B75 turn. But yeah, like ranges are ridiculously tight here, so and yeah, I do think that like queen 10 doesn't beat any value, so just mixing without a diamond.
Yeah. Linus has different
I think
plans.
Marinelli is probably going like his queen plus, so
Well, apparently Linus doesn't see because he check raises. Not big, by the way. So what is happening here? I feel like also with Linus, it's almost useless to ask this question because like often I would ask, does this exist in theory? But with Linus, it always does somewhere in there.
yeah, but we covered this already. Like the chat told us Linus is washed, so he doesn't maybe. He's too washed to know that he shouldn't have any raises here, probably.
It's over for bro. Back it up.
Yeah, for real. No, but genuinely, like I'm not sure if he's supposed to have raises here. What do you think, Sherry?
I can't imagine it's like. What do you think his reasoning is? Like, what would you guess his reasoning is?
Actually, no idea. Like, he must be thinking, he must expect Marinelli not to put enough money on river if he just flats or something. But it's also like Queen 10 is like such a like fancy hand to check raise. I don't know, like maybe he expects him to be barreling to equity heavy or something. I have no idea.
Yeah, but it's like with a jack, I kind of get it, but then with a queen, it's difficult for me to actually understand what his thought process is here.
If we check this in
Uh,
theory, it would exist certainly, right?
I don't know.
Even as a low frequency.
I wouldn't necessarily like say that Linus is always doing a like equilibrium turn strategy. I think that he's very good at like having assumptions about opponent's range construction, and then he's playing accurate against that, let's say. But I
Yeah.
don't think he'll necessarily be following like a GTO frequency.
Is there something where
Yeah.
maybe he thinks Matt Marinelli will be betting too often with any sort of like diamond or 10-9, and he's trying to punish that?
Yeah, I mean, well, did Linus have a diamond in his hand?
He didn't. It's heart spade.
Didn't. Oh, okay. I mean, it could be some type of merge where he thinks he gets to fold like a 10-9 maybe that isn't gonna barrel on non-diamond rivers, and then he's gonna get called by like sixes with a diamond. But I don't even know if sixes with a diamond is a turn bet here, so like I genuinely can't really figure this one out.
All right, let's see. We get a call. Ace of diamonds on the river. And Linus fires very small, 800 into. So really, block bets, quarter pots.
Interesting. I've seen Linus do this a lot on rivers where he'll do like very small, and then he has quite a sizable like bet frequency.
Yeah, I think he just doesn't play big river sizes. So yeah, it's like the only way he can get all in by bet free betting or check raising.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what is he repping here though. What is like the hand strength for this?
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
I don't get it, man. Is a jack really doing this? I guess weak
no,
flush.
like obviously not a jack. Like this would have to be like a flush.
Yeah. Just like 6-9 diamonds or some shit.
Why not a jack? Because a jack would have bets bigger on the turn and not on the river, or
It's like, can you even value bet a jack on this river?
yeah.
No way. Like man, it's I'm telling you, hijack is like the most disgusting position ever. I'm generally not sure if like a 9 high flush is worth a bet here.
Yeah,
Like
so
every time I look at
actually
Sims,
wouldn't do it.
like I'm trying to be the biggest nit of all time, and I'm still not nitty enough.
That is true.
So
I don't know. If I'm Marinelli, I would call here because I don't know what Linus is repping. So
any
I
guesses
kind of just want to see.
on the holding of Marinelli?
Probably combined with
Uh,
a diamond.
Sakram?
mine with King Jack.
Even
I'd say
better.
tens with a diamond.
I don't know. Ivor.
He's got the best flush possible.
And he just calls.
It's
What the fuck is Linus doing? I actually can't understand his hand.
Hashtag washed.
It's interesting that he just calls, but you can kind of understand it, right? Because it's difficult to get money in against a worse hand if he raises, and then also Linus is just gonna have like Linus could have a boat in this line, right? And so it's like, do we really want to raise and then struggle to get called by worse and then just like get raised when he has a boat.
It feels like boat density is so high. Like you have ace jack off, queen jack off, pocket queens, pocket aces, pocket jacks, some pocket deuces. Like a very significant fraction of your range and of like Linus's range is like a boat or better. Like it genuinely doesn't feel like nut flush is like that strong to me.
So what's the argument then against raising, like other than, like you mentioned, like Linus might have some boats there, but then, and also, yeah, it's hard for him to call with worse. But if he can call with worse, couldn't there be like a raise folds? And also, let's say he raises, and would Linus still have some bluffs? And if so, which ones? Like, what could he possibly bluff with here?
I would imagine he's like. I kind of feel like he wanted to put this one into bet free bet blocking boats, maybe. I could be wrong though.
Yeah. White Nose asked.
Maybe.
White Nose asked in the chat, on the turn, could it be that he's already bluffing / denying high equity semi-bluffs from opponent instead of value raising?
I feel like you don't really get to deny for the against high equity bluffs from in position. Because if they have high equity, they're just gonna call, right?
Yeah. A very interesting hand. Glad you brought that up, White Noise. If you guys were in Matt Marinelli's spot on the river and then you face a block and you have the nut flush on the paired boards, would you raise here? It seemed like at first you mentioned, Sherry, that you said he just called. So it seems like your first instinct would be to raise a bunch here. But what do you think the chances are you would raise over just call?
I mean, it's definitely worth a consideration, right? Like you have to consider raising for value with this hand. I would say having 2 diamonds is a lot worse than having 1. Like maybe, for example, if you sat here with king queen off with king of diamonds, it's a lot nicer because you block boats and you unblock flushes. Whereas if you have 2 diamonds, it's like you're just blocking that calling range as well, that back call range. To be honest, against Linus especially, I probably wouldn't raise because I just don't want to get into some sticky bet free bet spot where my hand went from being like a extremely high EV call to now being like an indifferent hand against all in.
Yeah. Okay. A very interesting hand.